Hi there. If you are one of the Indian students who's looking to do their PhD abroad, we at Admission India are proud to have established one of the most reliable PhD admission services. I have been fortunate enough to actually set up an online tutoring company in the UK, which gave me a chance to communicate and work alongside more than 100 PhD students who've done their PhD in Western world from their journeys from the very beginning of their admissions process to the end of their PhD thesis. That experience has actually helped me understand what it takes for you to be able to get a PhD admission, what are the steps involved, how to master them, how to ensure that you maximize your chances of being accepted in a top university at maybe zero money. Our PhD services are likely to achieve three main outcomes for you. The best scenario can be wherein you are hired as part of a project team, wherein the project scope has already been defined and you are needed to be part of the research team to execute the project. Of course, your skills, your experience, your qualifications, your credentials, and how you perform in the interviews come in handy. And that is what leads you to get a position there, and it can be a salary job or it can be a stipend based position. In addition to that, you can also be part of a university setup wherein you are provided stipend. Like in the US, most of the universities would support you for 4 full years with financial support, wherein you get given a stipend which can range from anything between 2,000 to 3,000 US dollars while you do PhD, and then you are obviously entitled to a post-study work permit. So being part of a fully funded project or landing up a position wherein you are not only working to get your PhD, but also are being given a stipend is a dream scenario. Does it happen often? No. Does anybody and everybody get a shot at it? I would say no. You've got to be exceptionally talented. You've got to have exceptional credentials to be able to break into this category of scenario for yourself. However, there are a few other options which you can also consider. There are many universities in the EU, especially in Western Europe and some other countries, which actually don't charge you while you do your PhD. They might not pay you stipend, but they will not charge you tuition fee. Almost 80% of universities in Germany, Norway, Finland, and many other European nations and some other Asian countries don't charge for PhD. Of course, again, you need excellent credentials for that. So that's the second likely outcome. But if you feel that you don't have excellent credentials, do you still get a chance to get PhD abroad? Answer to that question is yes, of course. We at Admission India can assure you that if you have reasonably good credentials and you're someone who aspires to actually do your PhD abroad, we've got the best possible service that maximizes your chances of getting accepted in international university for PhD. So how do we do it? We look at your credentials. Our experts, like me, speak to you in detail, understand what kind of PhD research are you interested in, assess your chances of being accepted or not, be honest with you, and work closely with you to build a research proposal that is the starting point of your PhD journey, which is world class. We not only provide you samples of world class proposals, but we also give you one on one guidance as to how your proposal is to be built, what it should entail, and what all it needs to include to be able to be considered a world class proposal. Of course, your other credentials come in handy too. We collect all your documents together while you are working to get your documents sorted and getting your proposal up to the mark. We list out all the universities that offer PhD for your subject. There might be many universities which might have departments which you're interested in. Suppose we're talking about psychology, but not all of them are going to have resources to be able to offer you PhD. So we go a step further and make sure we check which universities do have PhD resources for your topic. Thereafter, we list out all possible supervisors whose interests are likely to match with yours. And that can be from multiple universities across EU, UK, Europe, and US and rest of the world, right? Why do we do it? Because we want to maximize your chances of getting the best possible offers. Only after you've received best possible offers, you should be actually locking the countries. Once we do have multiple offers for you, we work closely to rank and order which one you should choose and why. Once that decision is done, we move on to prepare you for your visa application. Financials, we help you get the loans if need be. We tied up with the banks to get you loan. There are non-collateral loans available for masters and PhD students in many banks in India. There are several options wherein you can take an education loan, which is a non-collateral based education loan. This enables you to not actually burden your parents or your guardians with too much of tuition fee. You're not actually mortgaging any of your assets, so you get a loan based on your offer. Of course, you're likely to have some money of your own as well while you apply visa, so that we can satisfy the visa officers that you are financially capable of making this journey. Many countries like Germany would ask you to put in a block of 12 lakh rupees so that they are ensured that you're not going to become a burden on the system, right? So once your financials and other documents for your visas are sorted, we help you file the visa and get you the visa. Okay. And we also help you book your tickets, accommodation, and find a safe accommodation for you to be able to stay there and start your journey. Once I returned to India a couple of years ago from England, so while we were serving other students, we started to get a lot of PhD inquiries, and we found out that there is hardly any Indian company that helps Indian students get their PhD admissions. Guess why? They don't get paid. We don't get paid. Nobody gets paid for PhD admissions because more often than not, you are expected to do this on your own. However, this is a tedious journey. Having a little bit of support, guidance, does maximize your chances of being accepted in best possible universities. So, what we've done is we've taken it upon us, wherein we've established a process and a team which only looks at our PhD admissions. And we've structured the service in three phases. So, the phase one, wherein we actually present you options which you're likely to apply to, which are open for you, which are in line with your budget and aspirations, in line with your topic, in line with the countries you want to choose. So we present you those options and we tell you what all are we going to do while making your applications. We prepare you for the documentation you need. We tell you that you need some extra money to do your IELTS, you need some extra money to do your document verification, such as WES for England and Canada, APS for Germany, right? And apart from that, we also ask you to keep around 30,000 rupees with you to make applications which might have application fees. So suppose we are applying to 35 universities, there's a good chance that 7 or 8 of them will have application fees, but still do have a very, very good chance of accepting you, right? So we don't want you to miss on that. We, from our side, we charge you 50,000 rupees at that stage. That's phase one, to do your applications to the European and other nations in the world. Okay. We don't charge you any money after that till the time we get you an offer which you're happy with. And trust you me, it is a lot of work. It takes 10 times more effort to get a PhD offer than to get a master or a UG effort. And that is one reason why other companies or many mainstream companies don't do PhD applications. But because of our experience and because of the commitment we've made as a company to Indian students, we have taken it upon us to do this. So phase two kicks in when you do get an offer which you're happy with. And now suppose you've gotten an offer from one of the universities in Germany and you want to actually go. So what we do is we start preparing with your visa documents, we get your financials in place, and we get you your visa and we complete the phase two. So now when you have an offer you're happy with, phase two kicks in. That's when we charge you the second 50,000 rupees and prepare you for your visa and financials and everything else you need to be able to reach there. And once we get you your visa successfully, that's when we charge you the last 50,000. So we do charge you 1.5 lakh rupees in a progressive installments manner. Okay. We feel this is a fair reflection of the amount of effort that goes into getting you a PhD offer, which saves you loads of money. Also, once you do have a PhD offer, your visas are almost assured because it's not easy to get a PhD offer from a top university. So, if you are someone who aspires to do your PhD from a top notch university globally, be it Western Europe, US, or other European nations or other nations like Japan and Korea. We are one of the best teams, I would say, to help you out, and we are willing and capable of helping you out in the best possible manner. Feel free to book an appointment with us. You can ask for me. My name is Jasbir, and I'm happy to speak to you. Thank you.